YouTube. In this particular video, I want to talk about cleanup crews. What exactly do I have in my tank and how it's been going? So, starting with my sea urchin. As you see, I don't know if you guys could see that, but there is an emerald crab on his back and a coral, or two, I should say more like two. What happens with this guy is if the coral is not glued to the rock right, he's going to take it, he's going to put it on his back, and he's going to use it as camouflage. Now, as far as the emerald crab, we're going to get back to him in a moment. But right now, I want to talk about the sea urchin. So this guy's a great scavenger. He eats detritus and all sorts of algae. This guy's a champ. He moves around the tank with like nobody's business. Definitely a very good part of the cleaner crew. The only thing is, again, just be mindful of what you have in the tank, because if the coral is not properly glued on, he is taking it for a ride. Next guy I want to talk about is this guy, cleaner shrimp. This guy is absolutely fantastic. I got him when he was about half an inch. He was tiny. So to put this in perspective, I would say right now he's about 1.5 inches long, with his whiskers spanning about, say, 7 to 8 inches. This guy's absolutely fantastic. Every time I throw food in, he's all over the place. I definitely see him digging around for things. He is an absolutely cool little critter to have in your tank. Also, from time to time, I do see a Tang come around him, and he'll start picking away at him, whatever it is that he's doing, but it's like a little cleaning station. When it comes to snails, I only keep two kinds. I have Nassarius snails, because they flip over, and they stir the bed really well, and I have Trochus snails, because they also flip over. If it doesn't flip over, I don't want it in my tank. And as far as algae, different types of algae that these guys eat, pretty much covers everything I got. Sand-sifting Gobby, absolutely a must-have. This guy churns sand like nobody's business. Just one of these guys takes care of my entire tank. Throughout the day, he just goes and covers everything. Kole Tang. This guy is fantastic. Temporarily lost him, but you guys know what he looks like. It's this guy. He'll pick away at everything. If there's a piece of algae, it's his. He's eating it. And so is the magnificent foxface. This guy is also an algae monster. Next piece of my cleanup crew would be an emerald crab. This guy finally reached the end of his life cycle. He has been in this tank for actually a year to date, and he was in my last tank for about 7 months. Who knows how old he was when he came to me, but their average life expectancy is about 2 years or so. Covering things really quickly, just to recap, I have the sea urchin, takes care of algae, and I know some people say that the coralline algae, and maybe they do, maybe they don't, but as you guys can see, I have plenty of coralline algae, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. The only downside to them is they'll put something on their back that's not glued on. Oh, almost forgot. Hermit crabs. I have about 20 of these guys in my tank. They are really awesome guys to look at when you're throwing in food. They just emerge out of every single little crevice and take everything down. So if there's any kind of detritus, any kind of leftover food, these guys will definitely take care of it. Just keep in mind, as they grow, they will start attacking some snails and take their shells. As for the snails, I really did not have that many deaths on snails. Since I started this tank a year ago, I put about 30 snails in here. I'd probably say I have at least maybe 15 to 18 of them left, which to have snails for that long, I think that's pretty good. The same thing with hermit crabs. When it comes to hermit crabs, I definitely lost a few because they have a tendency of fighting with one another. And as far as the cleanup crew, that pretty much covers every. Oh, sorry, one more thing. Almost forgot, feather dusters. These guys are great. They are the filter feeders. So when there's stuff floundering around in your tank, they'll just pick it up and eat it. Lawnmower Blenny, and he's exactly that. He's a voracious algae eater. So as for algae goes, I don't have any algae issues. I have the emerald crab take care of the hair algae should it emerge. In terms of brown algae, I have plenty of tangs that take care of that, and the snails take care of that. Leftover detritus, don't really know how much I have, but I would say I have an adequate amount of critters in here that would take care of that. So generally this is my cleanup crew. I try not to add too many different kinds of snails because when they flip over, they typically die, and I just simply don't have the time to flip them back over. If anybody ever smelled a dead snail, the smell is absolutely putrid. That's all I have for you guys today. If you like my content, please subscribe. Definitely leave a comment because your comments help a lot. If there is a particular topic you want me to cover, please let me know. I'll leave it in the comments. If you don't disagree with anything that I'm saying, please also let me know. I'm curious to hear you guys' opinion, thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe.